Are we getting in your way here?
What's going on down there? What are you looking for?
Started out going to the bathroom and she got sidetracked.
Aha. This is a nice place to get sidetracked, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it a beautiful day?
What's this little gal's name, Katie?
Sarah.
This is Sarah?
Uh-huh.
How old is she?
She just turned 3 in February.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I see you up there.
Do you folks have other children, Katie?
No, but I'm expecting.
Oh,
in November.
In November. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, what's wrong? Oh. Okay. What's wrong all of a sudden? You want to go to the bathroom? It's over this way.
Again?
A mayapple.
Oh.
And there's the apple right there.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Where's that turtle?
Out there in that log. I wonder what kind he is. Hi, Adam! Ta-da! Have you seen the tadpoles? No, we just squatted and watched frogs for a good long time. 3 tadpoles? Uh-huh. They actually look more like fish. See, he's got kind of a big fat body with a great big long tail. That's how frogs look when they're little bitty babies. You call them tadpoles. And there's a lizard out there. There's a lizard right there. See that lizard with red spots on his body? Little bitty baby lizard. Do you see him? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Where'd those tadpoles go? Where's those udders? There's one. There's another tadpole sitting right out there on a leaf. Do you see him? Under the water? Say something. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, see, there's a bunch of them. There's 2 more out there. These are big guys. Aren't they, though? They're big. They're starting to sprout legs. They have little bitty nubs started. There's quite a few. And now that I look, there's tadpoles all over the place. Yeah, right. The orange and the green are just lovely. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, okay.
Don't much about it. It's first time round, it's the time you get rid of the cross. It's important. You can't do it late. It's hard to do it later.
So I've got to get rid
This
of that.
this pulling is spreading.
Spreading to get that circle.
Might as well tuck this from the inside.
Betty Jo, what's going on here?
We are each doing an individual basket, so we're doing different things. This is my first basket. I made a flat bottom, and now I'm going up the sides. And I'm going to start.
And who's the teacher?
Diana McComber is the teacher.
As if I didn't know.
And she's just done 3 rods. Have you got sound on this?
Yes.
Oh, she's just done 3-rod whale.
Oh!
It's the name of the stroke.
Good, I'm impressed.
Rod is the Old English word for weaver.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah, now you can just go on like that.
What type of basket will that be?
What type of basket?
A berry gathering basket. She's going to, if she puts a handle on it.
Great.
We'll wait and see how it turns out.
This is my first basket.
What are you doing?
I'm making a basket for my mom.
What kind?
It's gonna be a brown and beige basket.
Brown and beige.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it. She's gonna put it in her living room.
Uh-huh.
And she's gonna put some stuff in it.
Okay. What about you, young lady?
I'm making a basket of all sorts of weird colors, just to put in my room.
Oh, good.
Ooh, that's pretty. That's a good
And how about this other young lady here?
Thank you.
What are you making?
Free-form basket.
Freeform.
It looks good. The nice, real tight.
Sure what it'll be for.
Uh-huh.
It'll just be, maybe,
Shirley?
sitting there.
What is yours, Sheila?
Oh, sorry. This is a basket that I just gummed up.
Looks good.
Well, you're well along with that
I've
one.
got two coming out where two should not come
She
out.
was the
Oh, well,
first,
then you
first
undo
one
it.
to start.
Until you get back to a place. You're still doing 3-rod rail.
Yeah.
You out.
I'm making a basket, hoping to see the colors sort of gradually merge.
Uh-huh.
I don't have a definite plan.
Not yet. Good.
Evolutionary process.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yes, but wait. You left this right here. You always end your string. You don't want
Joan,
to
are
go
you
up
just
already.
starting on yours?
Too tiny a
Yes, this
basket.
is the
Oh, all right.
beginning.
Make it a bit bigger.
And,
You mean keep it flat?
Yes.
Okay, now,
color?
here I am with both of them forward, right?
Yes. Keep
Both
going.
of them are forward. And it's all right to take this one forward.
Tomato, cheese, and pickles.
You like that? Really good.
Love it.
Did you make it or did your dad make it?
You're not going to show us on TV, are you?
Oh, yes. Because
Oh,
you're so pretty.
no. Uh-uh.
Yes, you are. Especially when you're eating a sandwich.
Beautiful.
It looks like a face. It's just
It does, doesn't it?
Unreal.
What color? Oh, yes, you are. Have you seen him open?
when you blow.
Can you tell me what you're doing there?
Right now,
Yeah?
you stuff the paper on top to get it white faster.
This is going to be the fire for the council ring, right?
Yeah.
And you're putting paper under the...
Yeah, you light faster that way. Because wood, paper burns at a lower temperature than wood.
Oh, you know what I did?
What?
I forgot to turn my mic on. So I have to... If you get off to one side, I'd like to ask you the question again. Nate, what's going to happen here tonight?
Oh, we're gonna have a big bonfire and we're gonna roast marshmallows and stuff, and I guess we get to sit around the fire and stick things in there. Right now I just stuck some paper on top for the wood to get to light faster.
And what's your job going to be tonight?
And I'm chairman of the bonfire committee.
You're chairman of the bonfire committee.
Actually, I'm the only one, but
Uh-huh. Well, pretty soon it'll be dark and we'll be having a lot of fun here, huh? Okay.
Why don't we set up a place over here for some more so that we can just have them all down.
Tyler, do you think we could start this side over here? Let's try to get this side.
Hey Chris, why did you give me some marshmallows?
Any more matches?
you'll learn.
Get out. Here, I'm letting you.
Sandy working. Do we have enough lights today? Don't sign it again. No.
His brother-in-law does that. He doesn't know more about that. Yes.
Anybody bring any?
They're just playing with fire. The fire isn't ready yet.
Get a beer. Oh my God, he's got a camera. Everybody wave like idiots. People act stupid when they get him around a microphone. Hello? And then he'll make a weird noise because it's incredibly uncreative.
See him get his house on his leg.
Hey, no throwing paper in there. Paper flies up and causes fire.
Take it out of the car. Because you made it.
I'll go with you.
I dare you to start
You are 16 and 14 of my village queen. By the old, not the new, but the old mill stream, not the river, but the stream. Heart to the old river stream. I'm
Wait just a minute. You want to go back after this marshmallow? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to go back now? We get there? We can talk? We can read a story? We can turn on the lights? Okay. Do that on somebody's marshmallow.
James, could you move over a little bit? Thank you.
We'll talk about it.
I mean, Nathan, okay. We checked out some of these toys, like big large things.
We'll let Elizabeth carry the flashlight.
That's neat.
Just found that one. Trial and error. The first three. Let me get this tab here. Oh, great! Here you are.
Honey, you got plenty of it.
This is called the garnish. Like you go to fancy Williamsburg places.
Okay, let's go for it.
We don't have that. We have this.
And then I want sausage.
You have to wait for something. Coming through, Ken.
That's a woodpecker on your East Coast. We went out looking, sure enough.
It was on a gutter pipe.
A gutter pipe. He said that woodpeckers do this. It actually magnifies their nests. They're out there hovering over. And this kid was real out there. And he's out there this year doing the same thing. The whole house.
We now have a reading in 3 stanzas, and I'm going to give the reading first to Peter and ask if he would read the first stanza, and then Peter, would you select someone for the second stanza, and whomever is picked for the second, pick someone for the third. You would stand as you read this, Peter. Take your time.
The life giver calls. From out the glory of the morning skies, the life giver calls to us, arise. Out of eternity, behold a day, a gift for you to spend some way. What will you do with it, I say? From out the glory of the setting sun, the life giver calls, what have you done with the day that has gone? Nevermore will the day return, however strongly you may yearn. Use wisely then this gift to you, fresh from God. Live heaven's due. Miracles are waiting in it. Of beauty you create anew. Of love reborn, of efforts true. Your heaven may be hiding in it. Use wisely then life's gift to you. Read the next selection.
Peter, you read the whole thing.
Oh.
That's okay.
Sorry.
We'll move on to the next part.
For solitude. So I'm going to ask you to go with me on a fantasy trip to a desert island. You may want to close your eyes. Imagine yourself on a cruise ship, perhaps in the South Seas. Passengers are given an opportunity to leave the ship to go ashore on one of many small islands. As passengers fill the small boats, you rush back to your stateroom to pick up something. And when you return, all the boats are filled. The captain places you in a small, well-equipped lifeboat, which is stocked with food, water, and medical equipment. Now, if you are a child, you may wish to imagine that one of your parents is with you at all times. Otherwise, create an image of yourself alone in this lifeboat, which is attached to a larger boat by a line. You enjoy the sensation of being alone, of bobbing on the gentle waves. Suddenly you realize that the knot in the line is slipping free, and as the larger boat turns slightly and heads for a particular island, the knot slips free and your boat heads for a different island. Borne by a sudden large wave, your boat lands on the sandy beach of a deserted island. You know that you will be rescued and you will survive because of your well-stocked boat. But in the meantime, you are alone. Alone on a desert island. Now, imagine a box floating over the waves and washing up onto the beach at your feet. You will have to imagine the size and the shape of this box. It is a magic fantasy box, and for each of you it will contain something different. Create an image of what is in that box, what you want for yourself on a desert island, what you do not want to be without. The time that you spend there is not easily measured. You explore as much or as little as you like. You eat, drink, and rest as desired. and you enjoy that important something which came to you on the beach. Now, imagine that you see a boatload of friendly crew and passengers from your ship coming towards you and taking you back with them to the company of people from whom you were separated for a time. Imagine yourself renewed. Now, slowly, imagine your cruise ship changing to our circle here. The friendly crew and passengers are the rest of us. Now, if your eyes are closed, you will want to open them. And we are back together in the wilderness, but not alone.
In a moment, we're going to share some of the things that... Music. Music? Lisa? Another savings bond. A first aid kit, yes. A Porsche. What would you do with a Porsche on an island? Now let's be serious. What could you absolutely not do without? You're doing without a Porsche already.
Food.
What would you absolutely have to be happy?
Stop it.
Huh?
A pillow.
A pillow. Lisa? Your TV. A nice basket. A nice basket.
Heavy, thick denim and silk caftans.
Pure water. No, that's important. Out here in the campground, we were lucky. We had plenty of water. Can you imagine being in the woods without water?
My grandmother's wedding.
Your grandma's wedding ring. Eh? A McDonald's.
Fully staffed McDonald's.
Hmm?
Fully staffed McDonald's.
A fully staffed McDonald's. Jane? A home. Uh-huh.
My mom and dad.
My mom and dad. Art supplies.
A pencil and a pad.
A pencil and a pad. Books. How about toothpaste? How about bars of soap?
Don't even
Read that. Ruth would want soap.
I would want a daddy and a mommy.
A daddy and a mommy is what we're
And a
hearing.
sister.
And a sister. Whoa! You hear that, Nate? How many of you kids would leave your brother or sister at home? Okay. These are some of the important things. A fish hook and a string. Maybe a knife, or an axe, or a hammer.
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah. You're like Robbie.
I couldn't live without a friend.
A friend.
Right there.
Well, if I were cast off on an island, I'd certainly want to have some good friends like you with me. One of the reasons we go on retreat is to think about what's important. And I'd like to finish our sharing now with a little story about 3 wise rules for living. And if I could have the boys and girls pay attention once more. Could we have quiet, please? Very good. Listen to the birds. Because this is a story about a bird, a very wise bird, and this bird had a very special trait. It could talk. And not only could it talk in 70 different languages. It could speak kid, it could speak mom and dad, it could speak Chinese and Japanese and French and Russian and Spanish, Swahili, all kinds of languages. Now, this poor bird had been caught by a hunter. And the bird said, "Free me, and I will teach you 3 wise sayings." And the hunter, surprised at this talking bird, said back, "First, tell me, and then I promise I will set you free." And the bird said, the first wise saying is, after something is done, don't regret it. And the second wise rule or saying is, if someone tells you something that's not possible, don't believe it. And the third wise rule is, if you cannot climb up, do not waste your time and your energy trying to do so. Well, the hunter said, okay, and he set the bird free, and the bird flew up to the top of the tree, just like this one, and he sang down a song and said, "Oh, you silly old man, you set me free, and you didn't know that I had tucked in my jaw a precious jewel that was worth thousands." And that's what makes me so wise. Now the hunter was very mad, and so what did he do? He started to climb the tree. What do you think happened to the hunter about halfway up the tree?
He fell down.
He fell down, and worse than falling down, he broke both his legs.
Hey.
Ouch.
Yay.
And the bird sang down from the top of the tree, "You are not a very wise hunter. In a moment you forgot the 3 things I taught you. After a deed is done, don't regret it. And if someone tells you something that cannot be true, don't believe it. And you believe that I had a precious stone in my little beak, you silly old fool." And the third wise saying was, if you cannot climb up something, don't waste your time and energy. And you did. And you fell from the tree and broke your leg. How quickly we lose and forget the wise sayings of our learning. And it is written in a good book somewhere that a rebuke or angry word strikes at the core of a wise person far deeper than do 100 lashes with a whip strike at a fool. Are we wise or are we fools as we consider the wise sayings of life? And then the bird flew away.
We're wise, Dad.
Some weeks ago we had the song that we're about to sing in church as sort of a practice and warm-up. I think you'll recognize it. Linda, if you would help me sing it through the first time, I have a little trouble getting this one on key at first. And then we'll practice it all together, and then we'll do rounds, and we're going to do something special with the rounds. We're going to do sit up, stand up, sit down. I had sit up, stand down, didn't I? I must not be very wise. Linda, would you help me, please? It goes like this. Hallelujah, 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 sing and... Listen to her, do that hallelujah part again. That's where I have trouble.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Sing and rejoice, sing and rejoice, hallelujah. Sing and rejoice, hallelujah. Sing and rejoice, hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. All right, let's try that together. Linda, would you help us with the hallelujah? A little slower.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Sing and rejoice.
Oh, wait a minute. There's 3 hallelujahs and 1 hallelujah. Yeah.
Sing and rejoice.
Sing and rejoice.
Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice.
Ladies, if you would start us off with Alleluia. Linda does a much better job of it than I do. So Linda, would you join now?
Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah.
Together.
Sing and rejoice.
Now we put in the movement. Stand up to sing and you sit down when the other folks. Ready?
Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice. Hallelujah. Sing and rejoice.
All right.
Often in the pouring rain on Friday, and the inevitable family squabbles that almost everyone here reported. Then the delight and joy of being here together and the sun coming out. The songs of birds and the songs of human voices. The folk guitar and the amplified music. The people of different ages. The working and playing together. We are part of a rather small community, and we separated ourselves out into an even smaller group. And when we go back, the challenge is to fit back into that larger community and not make this our own special group. Even though there's much to be treasured about the moments we've shared together.
The word retreat in military language has a bad value. It means to run away. But in religious language, it has good value. It means to go away to be. To simply give yourself the treat of letting go of all the concerns of every day. Of going to school and doing homework, of watching TV, of cleaning your rooms, putting gas in the car, hanging wallpaper, doing dishes, fighting traffic. It means going to some place that is by itself nothing special until you make it special. To come to be, to not necessarily to do anything. David Graham said to me yesterday as we were walking, in one of those moments of summary, it's nice to go away where the only thing I need to worry about doing is showing up for the meals. Those of us who work by appointment calendars and are concerned about getting things done on time often feel like our value is tied to those deadlines. And it is a real gift to go and simply be without worrying whether or not you're on time, or whether you've done anything that you can point to afterward. So that is one of the meanings for me of retreat, to empty myself of those kinds of concerns, and to have room for some very special things. In my hand is a flower, the remains of a flower from a tulip poplar. Do I have that right, Pam? I had never seen one of these before, and I have several here, and I'll pass them around to share. You want to do that? Okay. Yes? Anyway. Yesterday I gave myself some time just to walk by myself, and I found my first of those, and I found some azaleas still in bloom, and some laurels just about to bloom. And it was wonderful to see things that I had never seen before. So that's what it means for me this weekend to be on treat. On treat, not on retreat, on treat. And being with you, of course, is the most important part of that. It should not go without being said. Let's take a moment now for you to share some of the joys and maybe some of the not so good parts about this. Cleaning the campsite this morning may not have been the most fun thing you've ever done. But what were some of the good times and maybe some of the not so good times of our retreat together? Speak up as you...
I think the inter-age softball game was a real treat. We had a few injuries, but we set up the tee for people who couldn't bat a pitch ball, and we had some people that could hit anything and way away. And after I made 3 outs, I actually got on base, and I just felt wonderful about that.
Rob and Lila and I went on a trek. Here's evidence that I fell on a hill and split, yeah. But Rob found the lake, the trail, and Lila and I climbed the hill without any help at all. Only 2 falls. But it was fun.
We had yesterday morning, we wanted to go fishing, and we got up at 25 till 6, and got everybody who wanted to go. We went walking through the woods. We didn't know there was a path. We had to walk through trees about this high, and prickers and everything, and we get there. We come back, we find the path, it takes 10 minutes to get back. It took us a half hour to get there, and we didn't catch anything. It was cold. It was fun.
Good point.
I liked it when I threw my water balloon.
The 100-mile bicycle ride that separated the men from the boys.
Always fun.
One of my joys was to be able to put the planning together for you. When I took on this job, I knew I may do it myself. I tried very hard to gather people around me. I organized ways that people could come around me. It was okay that I didn't get people, but I hope next year, when you put this together again, you will have more than a one-person committee of 4. I think that you'll find that details are easier if you do it that way. Also, I liked that I was able to do all that planning and then be able to let go of it when we were here and not worry about whether it happened the way I planned it or not. And I just thank you for all being good community.
Let's more kids. What was fun? What was not so